Hey guys, it's Forge Guy here with another podcast. Sorry I haven't been posting lately. I just haven't found the time. I've just been so busy, and Xbox just came back, so I'm doing a little marathon there. For any of you still watching this, I'm very sorry I'm not putting my podcasts out as much as I like, but I just upgraded my plan on my feed site so I can support more traffic, so you can keep downloading my podcast through iTunes and keep subscribing and all that junk. I'm gonna have them up. This is going to be like a 45-part podcast before it's all said and done. Yeah, just keep paying. Just keep tuning in. I have pretty valuable information for you. This isn't to be taken solely as a class. I'm not. I'm trying to help you put the pieces together. This is one piece of the puzzle that you need to know to become a forging master. It essentially is you need someone to explain it to you in different words, and that's what I'm here to do. Hopefully. So today we're covering path manipulation, which is chapter 3 in Godly Perfection's PDF file, his guide, which if you haven't checked out his guide already, please head over to reachingperfection.com and download the Fortune Guide. Very great stuff. Um, well, path manipulation. Path manipulation. Um, what does it consist of? What is it made up of? What is path manipulation? It's path manipulation is what makes players do certain things, like we'll cover this more later, but I like to use the example of rewards and deterrents. Reward being there's a rocket launcher in the middle of the map, but a deterrent being there's explosions on the left back corner, or there's a fusion coil up in a sniping spot, so you can't camp. This will It still gives your players freedom to move around the map the way they need to and want to, but it gives them you're influencing their decisions for the short term and the long term. Um, their overall goal is winning the game, right? That's anyone's overall goal when playing video games is I gotta win this game. That is their end goal. But their short-term goals to achieve that end goal can be very, very variable and different. So what I say is you've got to think about things from a player standpoint in a game. Um, you need to think about it because you wanna get them to utilize all portions of the map. You want them to get them to utilize all these weapons. You want them to run for objectives different ways. Good path manipulation is multiple paths, but there's different obstacles and rewards for each path. Um, Different weapons in various strategic spots. Weapon placements, you're like, oh, duh, but so many people don't know how to place weapons very well. And for that, I would recommend going onto my favorites page and um, actually watching my favorites videos because they're all forging lessons by the place where I learned to become somewhat of a better forger, and I wanted to share that knowledge with you. So go ahead and check out my favorites section on my YouTube channel. My YouTube name is SFUX Forge Guy, obviously, but if you're listening on iTunes, you know, kind of hard to tell. You should just be able to click my website on iTunes, and it will take you right there. I recently began a new podcast. Oh, wait, that's really off topic. Sorry. Uh, the golden rule. The golden rule of path manipulation is to remember that players are most inclined to take the shortest path possible to their current goal until their current goal changes. Like I said, their ultimate goal is to win the game, but their short-term goal or their current goal might be to get the rocket launcher, or it might be to go steal the flag. You have a series of goals to reach your overall goal. It's just like any other time you're trying to achieve something. This is not something to be taken lightly, guys. This is very, extremely important. This is the basis of all maps. All maps have great path manipulations if they're truly good maps. I'm not saying it has to look great. I'm not saying it even has to play that well in the end with the game type. It just if it has good path manipulation, it's going to be a good map. It's hands that's a good golden rule. Um, what else can I say? What I thought in remote installation, I like to use remote installation for all of my examples because I keep drawing blanks off the top of my head. I don't do this podcast scripted at all. I just kind of talk. So in remote installation, the center building. You might want to just download that map just for future reference, because I'm going to be talking about it a lot, and you'll be completely lost if you've never played on it. Well, the center building, it's small, it's easy to get to, but it's a grenade trap, and it's very close quarters combat. There's a lot of death going on in there. You typically don't want to take the flag through there. You don't want to take that route if you've got a little bit of time. Um, you want to stay down below or off to the side of the center building because that's just a kill fest. And down below is a lot safer. You've got a lot more room to maneuver than in that little tiny space. And I designed it that way. Don't think I didn't do it on purpose. A lot of people say that it is a grenade trap, and yes, I designed it that way. That was on purpose. So, just examples, little touches like that. And it allows players to move smoothly from one thing to the next. If you use good path manipulation and maybe worked hard on a piece of the map that you want to show to people, but it's not that important, you can make it strategically important. Maybe you change one of the paths to have an extremely dangerous obstacle and have that path be a longer route but have no obstacles at all. You'd be surprised how many players would take that path. And then they would see all of the beautiful aesthetics you put in, or maybe the weapon you worked really hard to place just right. You know, you just it takes a lot of love to make these maps, but all good maps are going to have a good path manipulation. That is the bottom line basis of every map I ever create to play competitively on. Well, I hope I'm not droning on, but now I'm back on topic about my podcast. Sorry, I've been repeating myself a lot, but I'm very, very tired. It's 12:26 when I'm recording this, 12:26 a.m. So yeah, I've just been talking to legendary forgers and all this other stuff, trying to get 1v1 set up. Which brings me to the subject I was about to address. My podcast, my new podcast, my most recent one that I've actually said and done, and I'm going to start putting out more, is called SFU Update. Now, if you're not a member of SFU, I will be putting an abridged version up on YouTube, and also if and when it appears on iTunes, I will also be putting links to the iTunes subscription in the abridged videos. So maybe, it's not really for anybody outside of SFU, but maybe if you're thinking about joining and you want to just get to know a little bit more about the clan, tune into the SFU update. I will take suggestions, input, feedback from anybody. It doesn't matter if you're an SFU or not. This is a general thing. You can listen in if you want. I don't care. But if you really want to get to know SFU, I would suggest you wait for 1v1 to come out, because my first two interviews. Well, let me first explain what 1v1 is. 1v1 is kind of a play in words. I'll sit down one-on-one with a clan leader or a group leader who is very influential. Their group is influential, or maybe they're just starting out and they're not very well known, and they like to get known, and they like to recruit. And this is another way to get to know the clans. It's like an interview. I sit down with a clan leader, we talk about origin, we talk about what it's about, alma maters, mottos, well, alma maters is a bad suggestion. They didn't really, college has nothing to do with anything. But that's just what popped in my head. Like I said, it's 12:30 at night. So, yeah, it's just I'm going to try and help the other clans out there. And my first two episodes is one's going to be Legendary Forgers, and two is going to be my clan, SFU. and maybe you get to learn a little bit more, maybe join, and then maybe SFU update will actually mean something a little more to you. Hint, hint. Um, and then hopefully I can get silver forgers in, but that's not for sure. I'm having legendary forgers tap up on that. We'll see. You know. If you have any questions about the show or maybe some suggestions, either post a comment or on YouTube, or if you're subscribing on iTunes, email me at sfuxforgeguy at gmail.com. SFUXForgeGuy is all one word, no capitals, no spaces. Um, so, just send me some suggestions, feedbacks, tips, anything. I will accept any kind of feedback, maybe topics that you'd like to see discussed that maybe I won't discuss in this PDF, maybe something that you don't see that you would like covered. Some weird cheat or a tip, that maybe isn't covered in this guide. I'll take anything. Well, I'm running out my YouTube time limit, and I actually want to keep this one on YouTube and not put up abbreviated versions because that's just kind of mean. This video is kind of taxing on my upload limit to my feed page, so I might have to upgrade my storage on my feed page. Or maybe I'll just go back and convert all of this to audio. It doesn't matter. The YouTube channel's not going to change, so don't worry about it. If video means that much to you, the audio would just be, instead of the video of a picture, it's actually used as cover art. So, yeah, so just comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm Forge Guy. I hope this has been a helpful lesson slash update. And hopefully tomorrow, 9/11/2011, I will be uploading Chapter 5, Deterrence. And we can talk a little bit more about that. Or I'll probably do Deterrence and Incentives in the same one, which is Chapter 5 and 6. So, I'm Forge Guy. This has been your Forgecast, whatever. Oh wait, I'm in SFU update mode. Anyway, I'm Forge Guy. Peace out.